stuff, huh? Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful product. Those of you who are hearing it for the first time may be saying to yourself, wow, that's some kind of player piano. Well, it is a wonderful player piano, but it is far more than that. It's a salesperson's dream come true. It is 4 pianos in one. 4 pianos in one that you have to sell, 4 pianos for the price of one. Let's take a look at what those 4 pianos are. First of all, it's a real piano. A real acoustic piano with real strings, hammers, soundboard. And on top of that, it's a Yamaha piano, just the best piano you can buy. And on top of that, it is also a piano that has the ability to play back performances by some of the world's greatest artists exactly as they performed it originally. These performances are pre-recorded on a 3.5-inch floppy disk, and thanks to the very sophisticated solenoid system and fiber optic sensors, these performances are captured exactly as they were performed, with all the nuances of expression of the original performance. Now, not only will it play back performances by some of the world's greatest artists, it'll also play back your performance and your performance as well. Just sit down to the piano bench, push the record and the play pause buttons, play your song, and on playback, the keys and pedals move exactly as you played it. You listen to yourself play. Now, as you also heard, it has MIDI, and you can therefore interface it with sound modules, or little boxes like the DOM30, and you heard the results. Or you can also use it for more serious endeavors, such as computer-aided composition or arranging. And the great thing about the Disklavier, you can do all of these things while still enjoying the level of expression that is found only on one keyboard instrument, an acoustic piano. Ah yes, the old piano roll blues. You know, throughout history, the piano has played a major part in our American culture. And this is especially true of the player piano. I don't know if you realize it, but back in the early 1900s, there were a lot of pianos sold, and half of them were player pianos. They were the home entertainment center of the day. Unfortunately, listening to a player piano back then was sort of like listening to this rendition of Piano Roll Blues. In fact, just listen for just a second. As you're going to hear with this rendition, there's no expression. It's all one volume level. Expression was virtually non-existent in those days. Now that's the player piano of old. Now, let's listen to the Yamaha Disklavier, because all comparisons to the player piano end with the Disklavier. Now watch the pedal work. Isn't that wonderful? As you were listening to that piano performance of Polonaise, you were listening again to all the nuances of expression of the original performance. Now we want to go from a little Polonaise to something just a little bit more contemporary, and let's listen to a little bit of All the Things You Are. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Peter Nero at the keyboard. That is Peter Nero. He's lost a little weight since you last saw them, but nevertheless, that is Peter. He recorded a complete album of songs for the Disklavier. And this is just one song on one of the discs that's part of Yamaha's PianoSoft library, with over 100 disc titles to choose from, ranging from jazz to classical to pop to show tune to gospel. With all those song titles to choose from, disc titles, the sound of live piano music can fill your customer's home with sound, including performances by some of the world's greatest artists, including Peter Nero, Roger Williams, George Shearing, Chick Corea, even Liberace. These wonderful artists can perform in your customer's very own living room. Now for the novice who wants to use the Disklavier for more than just a player piano, we've got the You Are the Artist collection. This is a series of easy play books and companion discs whereby the novice pianist can either cancel the left hand or the right hand part and play along. Just insert the disc, cancel out the right hand part, you hear the accompaniment, follow with easy play music, and presto, you've got yourself an easy play instrument. Well, listen, we want to thank Peter Nero for coming to the NAMM show today, but Peter, I tell you what, we're going to have to ask you to stop because we've got some more artists we want to play. Can you tell me who this artist is right here? Who that is? Himself. George Gershwin, yes. George Gershwin's famous Rhapsody in Blue. This is just an original performance that's part of the latest addition to the Piano Soft Library, the Historical Performance Collection. Actual original performances by keyboard immortals such as George Gershwin, but listen to some of these other names. Rachmaninoff, Paderewski, and Mendelssohn. Now these are original performances that were first produced for paper player rules for the reproducing piano. This is a sophisticated player piano that had the ability to play tempo changes and expression. And thanks to the Yamaha Disklavier, these original performances have been transcribed to disc. And so now, your customer can enjoy performances by these keyboard immortals in their very own home. Kind of spooky, isn't it? Well, let's listen to a little bit of George Gershwin. Well, we're going to have to cut off George right now because we got to get moving along with this program. Change gears a little bit. How about a little bit of Mike Garson and his trio? When I say trio, I mean trio because this is live musicians performing this. You have MIDI bass and MIDI drums joining Mike on the piano. Just listen. Mike Garson is just one of the performers on the newest edition, the fastest growing edition to the Piano Soft Library. We call this Piano Soft Plus, and this new collection utilizes the MIDI performance capabilities of the Disklavier, which of course allows for drums and bass and strings and choir and brass to be added to the pre-recorded piano part. Now, you take the MIDI capability of the Disklavier, the multi-channel performances of the disc, which utilize up to 16 tracks of information, combine it with the DOM30, and you've got pure excitement that'll cause your customer's jaw to drop in amazement. It really will. Now, not only can you use the MIDI capability with the disc, but you can sit down from the piano keyboard with the DOM30, play the sounds of strings, choirs, brass, pipe organ. You're no longer just playing a piano, you're playing an instrument capable of an infinite number of instrumental variations. Well, Mike, we want to thank you for appearing today, but I'll tell you what, we've got to get out of here. This is the Yamaha Disklavier. It's 4 pianos in one. First of all, it's a fine quality acoustic piano. 2, it's a piano where you can play back your own performances right before your eyes, instantly. 3, it's a piano that has the ability to play back performances by some of the world's greatest artists. And 4, it has MIDI, and this provides you with a live performance entertainment center. It's a fantastic product. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure to introduce to you the Yamaha Disklavier. Let's hear it for it, all right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now, again, as part of our last, and a phenomenal artist to play it for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I've really enjoyed working with this gentleman. He's going to thrill you.